Hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? Well, welcome, Game Master, Zara, and Ember. Foxwing, welcome to the stream. Darmus, welcome to the stream. Gummy Fox, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day. And as I mentioned, first we're gonna do something a little different, a little special. This is silly. We're gonna rank all of the Doom 3 demons that I could beat with just a double barrel shotgun. Now, I couldn't find a tier list of just the, and I want your input on this too. Like, do you think you could defeat him with just a double barrel? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's gonna be a lot of no. No, you can't. Anyway, so let's just start off. Arc-Vile Demon? Probably not. I'm pretty sure this guy hit, like, anyone that has projectiles is going to be a complete disaster. Anyone that's fast, also going to be a complete disaster. So I'm going to say probably not with this one, just because that's going to be, oh no. It's true. Yeah, I'll just take him and give him a stern scolding, and that'll be enough for them. I'll scold them so badly they'll want to go back to Satan. Boney. I can't remember what exactly Boney is. I think he's just a zombie. Is he faster? However, they are much more slow than most basic zombies. They possess slightly more health and their attacks do more damage. If it's slow, okay, these are all one-on-ones. Okay. So double barrel against something slow, easy clap. Like, you know, you give me a little bit of time to practice that reload, Doom. I'm gonna fucking do it Doom guy style. All right, I'm gonna go crack that shit open, grab him with my knuckles, pop him in, click it back, blow my arm off because, yeah. That's double barrels are fucking strong. Yeah, so assuming the double barrel, if I had Doom Guy's double barrel, it would knock me over. Edible, welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're looking at Doom 3 enemies that we could defeat with a double barrel shotgun alone. Bruiser? No. Absolutely not. No, we'd get crushed. Yeah, there's nothing to be done here. We would get absolutely destroyed. Cacodemon? Probably not. I suppose if we had, like, the perfect sort of, if we had the advantage of plenty of cover and he did not, then maybe it would work out, but probably that one's highly unlikely. The standard cherub. I feel like this one would be more of an annoyance than anything. If you get the first shot, you're probably fine. If you get the second shot, you're probably alright. If you miss, you're dead. You are not gonna have time to reload, so it really is dependent on those first two shots. I would say this matchup slightly in our favor. Commando, absolutely not. Big tanky boy with a machine gun. Sorry, with a chain gun. No, not happening. We would need to have very, very favorable locations for this one to work. Cyber, I'm not even gonna look at the cyber demon. There's no chill. All right, we'll look at it. Chat, who here thinks they could defeat a cyber demon? Bear in mind, it's got 4,000 health. Doom Guy, as a mercenary in that game, has 100. I would assume that the average human would probably have like 75 or 80 or something. With armor, maybe. He does 40 damage with his rocket. His stomp would one-shot the shit out of you. And, yeah. I highly doubt that that's going to work out for you. Pinky. Pinky is a tricky one. If you just stay out of the way of Pinky, he's not that bad. He'll probably kill himself, all things considered. If you take it nice and slow... Wait, the voice is done. If you take it nice and slow, I think you could manage Pinky. But I would say this is like a 60-40 matchup. Because if he catches you, you're dead. That's just all there is to it. If he doesn't catch you, and bear in mind, Pinky's just kind of running a straight line, so like, I'd say 60, maybe 50-50, 60-40. A lot of it depends on terrain. If you're in a wide open area, not that threatening. Bear in mind these are one-on-ones, so yeah. Yeah, Pinky probably 50-50 matchup. Fat Zombie, again, terrain's important, but it's just a slow-moving zombie, but more. If they get the drop on you, you're in trouble. Since these are one-on-ones, yeah. They do generally tend to put Pinkies in corridors. Maybe that's where they like to hang out. So at that case, I would say that's probably like a 20-80 matchup. Honestly. Like, you know, you get 2 shots in on him real quick, you might be looking okay, but otherwise, Fat Zombies, it's just a zombie, but with more HP. I'd say that's a 90-10 matchup. 80-20 matchup. Flaming Zombie. Now this one's interesting, because this one has less health than the Fat Zombie, but like just getting close would be tricky, which you'd need... I mean, at least in video game logic, you would need to get pretty close to use the shotgun effectively. In real life, shotguns are effective up to quite a range. So, yeah, this one's a little trickier. I'd say this is another 80-20. Guardian of Hell. No. Absolutely not. There's no way. Yeah, there's no reason to even look further into this one. Hell Knight. Nope. Ain't happening. Here's the thing. I don't know if you can 2-tap these with the double barrel. With a standard double barrel. Maybe you can with Doomguy's double barrel, but at that point they're on top of you anyway, and you're probably in half. So yeah, that's gonna be another we'll call it unfavorable matchup. Imps are tricky, right? Because they do have a projectile. They're very fast. And I would say you're probably favored to lose this unless you really, really like are super patient with it and know what to expect. I'd say this is probably a 40, 30, 30, 70. Not in your favor. Like, I mean, you could do it, right? But let's be honest. If you miss the first shot or the first 2 shots, you're probably done for because they're super fast. I would say like 20-80, honestly. Maybe. Lost Souls? Let's say you don't have a heart attack, right? I'm pretty sure you can just move out of the way. Don't these things like explode on the wall behind you? 1v1? Probably not that big of a deal. I mean, it's going to do a good chunk of damage to you if it hits you, but I physically don't think that at full health that this could kill a person. At least not with the damage. Assuming we have 75 HP. Assuming we have 75 HP. It only has 20. I think they explode. And if they don't, like, they get close enough and you could probably deal with one of these. They are on fire, though, however. I would say this is probably like a 60-40 matchup in your favor slightly. That's tricky. All right, I just more lost souls. I don't know what the difference is between the last ones and these. A maggot. This is another fast enemy. See, the problem with fast enemies, right, is, well, they're fast, obviously. So if you can't take it down in one, then you're in pretty big trouble. I would say this is actually a surprisingly losing matchup. I'd say this is like an 80, or sorry, a 20-80. Just because speed really is the problem here, right? Like, their claws don't do that much damage. It's only 6. You could take a handful of claw attacks. The leap attack is something else. HP is only 80. So, like, they're kind of squishy, but still, like, I feel like this is one of the matchups that you're going to come out of it with a wound almost no matter how well you play it. Like, if you play it super patient, then they jump on you. If you don't play it super patient, you probably miss because they're super fast. So, yeah, I would say that's an interesting one. I'm pretty sure this is a boss. Nah, that's a loss. Immediately. Just looking at the fact that it has 2,500 health and it has 2 phases. The second phase, it gets double the health. It has a flame wall, a meteor, which doesn't seem like that does enough damage. IRL, a meteor would probably do way more damage than that. But yeah, that's a pretty bad matchup. Mancubus, nah, not happening. And yeah, no, I read your comment earlier. You were talking about how dangerous a lot of these enemies are. They're not like stereotypically dangerous, but they're still pretty dangerous, right? Like, they're still demons of hell. It's just another form of the zombie, so I'm not that worried about that one. Pretty favorable. Revenant, fast, ranged attacks, likes to stay away. Nah, ain't happening. They literally shoot rockets as one of their main attacks. And I don't know about you, but I'm not confident that I could take one rocket, let alone any more. Thomas Kelly? What? Oh, is that a funny? Haha. Is that a tank? That guy fused with a tank? Nah, that's gonna be a probably not. I'd say that's another losing matchup. Sawyer. A chainsaw zombie. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, so this is another one of those matchups that's like highly dependent on patience, I think. If you let him get close and get that chainsaw into you, you're pretty much done. Even if he only takes like an arm or something, you can't reload with one hand. That's over. So yeah, that's probably, I'd say that's like a 40-60. Just because of the difficulty of not letting him get close when you want to get close for your weapon to be most effective. Or else you have to factor in the reload time, and that's a disaster. Alright, Ticks from Doom 3. I don't know what these things are. I've never seen them. It bites and explodes. Okay, so this is one of those enemies you're probably going to leave with if it explodes, so it'll bite and then explode. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it'll leave you with a wound, which is pretty nasty. Interesting, chat. I feel like you would win that matchup, but you would absolutely get... that would be a problem. Same thing with the Trites. They'd be terrifying, but assuming they do explode, I mean, you'd win that matchup, but you'd be severely wounded. I mean, with like, think about it, 12 damage out of 75 isn't an insignificant amount of health loss. Plus, you'd be bleeding, and ugh. Unfinished Doom 3 monsters. Wow. Loss. That's only half of a demon. We could take him. Probable loss. It's a man T-posing. Insta-loss. That's just the chainsaw zombie. Okay, this is just some other stuff. Oh, that's fun. Alright. Another loss. Yep. Webs? Oh, yeah, no, it would trap you in a web and just eat you alive, dude. Volgar? I think we're getting to the point where we're probably not going to be able to defeat any of these enemies. What does he do, actually? Okay, so this is a resurrection of evil. Actually, it behaves identically to the imp, pretty much. So I think this is another one of those. It would be unfavorable, but like you could do it. I think. Any more than one, and you're in trouble. The Wraith. I don't know anything about this guy. Short and the imp characterized by their mandible-like jaws and phalanx-like arms. What does that mean? Anyway. Wraiths are only limited to melee, so that's good for you. Yeah, I mean, it's another fast enemy. It's probably not favorable for you. You better hit that first shot. Is this just a group of people? Yeah, it's just the squad. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, look, they have numbers advantage, so that's probably not going to happen. And then finally, we have the classic zombie chat. And you know, we're not too worried about zombies, especially if it's just one. I think this is a pretty favorable matchup. Barring anything, any shenanigans, chat. So, but yes, those are all the enemies that we could probably, you and I could probably defeat them, if push came to shove, in a Doom 3 themed apocalypse. And yeah, with that in mind, let's get into the game.